Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the third season of One Man's Story of Survival. That's right, the break is over, and we've come back to our we've come back to a planet. We're on a planet now, continuing One Man's Story of Survival. Apparently, we reached a planet. Actually, what really happened was my map was corrupted by the planet's update, and I took a little break from One Man's Story of Survival in order to work on That's No Moon with a couple of friends. That's not stopping. That's just going to happen. Did find out that it's kind of hard to get everybody together enough to record with everybody that's part of it. And JVig AI has a very tight schedule, and sometimes we get online and we talk, but we end up working on just single player stuff like ships and stuff that we want to use, but it's just creative building and it's kind of boring and it's not part of a series or anything. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start off One Man's Story of Survival Season 3 on a planet in survival. Now, I've chosen to go with Easy Start Planet because of lots of reasons, but I'm going to set a couple goals. Goal number 1, I'm going to set up resource gathering in a kind of different way on this series and get some resources using a mod. If you hear a dog in the background, I apologize. He's not my dog, and he just makes a lot of noise. So just 1 second. So we're going to do that. The next goal is setting up a way to get into space and building a space station outside of just outside of the gravitational pull of the planet. That's goal number 2. Goal number 3 would be to set up some sort of supply line between the planet and the space station that we're going to be building. And goal number 4 would be gathering resources from asteroids, because it's much easier to gather resources from asteroids than it is to gather resources from the planet's surface, or to use the method we're going to be using today. So you might be asking yourself, what method am I talking about? Well, I got a mod, and Dragon Sun X was the one that pointed this mod out to me, and it adds this gravel resource extractor. We're going to be using that to gather resources. And the way I'm going to do it is I have been working in single-player creative worlds trying to build this platform that you can drop down. As a matter of fact, well, we're in survival, so it'd be a little hard to show you, but I have a prototype that works, but it still has its bugs. And, of course, it uses pistons, which is where the bugs come from. And we're going to be using pistons, but we're going to use a very simple. It's not going to move. It's actually going to be attached to the station. So I'm going to get started with that. First thing I'm going to need is to rearrange my bar here a little bit. I'm going to put armor blocks here and put this. Oh, I'm going to go to here. Character tools. This one here and this one here. And get rid of that. And do armor block there, and do that there. And then I'm going to go off one side here. And the reason I wanted to do the platforms originally instead of doing this straight off the base was because it's going to put holes in the ground, and I didn't want a bunch of holes in the ground right next to my base, just because it looks ugly. But we'll call this the back of the base, and we'll do our mining from the back. So what we need to do is, I miss shift, being able to shift click on Minecraft to not fall off the edge. Can't talk today. So that doesn't quite reach. What we can do is come off the bottom here. Oh, I'm going to need armor plates, or I'm going to need steel plates in order to build this. And I think there's some on the... Oh, crap. I'm going to use all my hydrogen just trying to get back up to the station. I think there's probably some steel plates here on the station. If this looks very similar to the station that's on the moon, and there was quite a bit of starting resources on that one. Let's go ahead and grab that, because we're going to need it. And we'll drop these 2 in here. And then, let's see. We need... here we go. Let's go ahead and just grab these. Alright, and we'll go back down here. Could walk all the way down, but what's the fun in that when you have a jetpack? So we'll just drop off the edge, turn jetpack on, turn inertial dampeners off. Alright. Oh, that hurt. Wow. And then we're going to build out from this little pylon here. And I don't need to really build these in because, you know, there's just, I'm not going to say temporary, but it's not important that they're filled in or anything. But that's so I can get up. It's the hardest part of working without reliable source of hydrogen. Without reliable source of hydrogen, then we won't be able to do, you know, whatever we want. And I've been kind of getting used to that past couple of days. On the moon, it's easier too because it's only like 0.25 gravity or something like that. And so this not quite high enough. Well, yeah, not quite high enough. All right, that and come on, that. All right, that should be high enough. I hope. And by doing it attached to this station, oh, see, I already had to refill from the bottle. I am going to be able to power it from the station's reactors. Which I need to look in to see how much uranium is in there, because I don't think there's a lot. If there are any reactors, to be honest. Reactors. Refinery, Gatlin turret. No reactors. See, it was the same thing on the moon. So, I have to build a reactor, but I don't have a lot of I don't have any uranium. We'll get a little bit from the resource extractor, but not much. So, no reactor. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to need a couple things from our... Oh, let's land so we don't burn up all of our... It's already had to reveal again, jeez. Alright, so let's do that and just go ahead and drop that. It should get refilled. Maybe not. I know there's an oxygen generator. Yeah. So, oh, did it work? Did it do it? No? Well, we can go ahead and just move this manually. Boom. So, we got quite a bit of ice in there, and then there's a lake right over there. That's nothing but ice, so we're good there. Let's see, we need a conveyor. And we need, let's see, we got a conveyor, we need, my brain's blanking, a piston. And I'm going to go with the long piston, and then we're going to need a drill. I've used the heavy mining drill before, and, you know, of course that's ideal because it brings back a lot of resources. Like running it one time in creative brought back like 3 million stone. No. It was 6 million stone because it was 3 million stone after having drilled through a lake into the ground. So, but we're going to have to just use this one for now because that's all we're going to have the resources for. But that will be the future. The future. Alright. Probably should build a catwalk across here. So that way I don't have to burn hydrogen every time I want to go out here and do something. Because I'm burning it like crazy right now. Inertial dampeners, man. Those things burn some hydrogen. Oh, I can tap right in. That's cool. Right there. I can tap in, put a conveyor right there, and then run the pipe from the drill. Just pipe it right into my system. That's going to be awesome. So, okay. So we need 5, and I'm not going to be able to build it because I don't have any interior plates. Now I don't have to fly all the way back. I can just walk. So I'm going to need motors, small steel tubes, construction components, and interior plates for that. And then I'm going to need a bunch of stuff for that, and a bunch of stuff for that. Great. So, let's start getting stuff. I apologize again for the dog. He just won't be quiet. I don't know. He likes, when I'm talking on here is when he likes to make the most noise. If I'm not making any noise, he'll be quiet. But interior plates, construction components, small steel tubes, motors. Okay, our inventory's full, so let's go get what we can done. And then we'll come back and we will get the rest of the materials that we need. I'll go ahead and fly over here because we're going to have to anyway. So we'll start out with a conveyor. And then next, whoa, we will do the piston. I rotated the right orientation. What? Oh. There we go. And it's black because it doesn't have the DirectX rendering. And finally, we need a drill. Why can't we place? Oh, there it goes. Like Did I really get rid of my... I've been playing in creative too long, guys. It's sad, really. So I meant to leave that. Take that. So 1. And we need large steel tubes, motors, and computers. Large steel tubes, motors, and computers. And motors. So large steel tubes, motors, and computers to finish that up. I gotta be careful. Okay. Drop the... Oh, no. Let's not just drop it in there. Let's go to here. Make sure we put it back in here. So that way it doesn't get lost. And I'll keep those. And we'll take motors and then large steel tubes, and we need computers. Alright, we don't need that many motors. So computers. Alright, should do it. Hydrogen's already down at 35%, but it should refill very shortly. If I could fly better. Excuse me. So we'll just weld this up. So we got that conveyor done. And piston is good to go. And that's good to go. I always forget that this has to be welded too. So, I need one more steel tube. Wow, it took that many large steel tubes? That sucks. That's a lot. Let's see. Just need one. I could put these back, and I could put these back for now. So, alright, and then we'll just go ahead and finish that up, and it's done. Okay, so, that's got us that set up. Okay, that was close. I could have killed myself right there. So next thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to pipe the stuff to the station. Almost like I'm just going to go down the side here and drop down. The easiest. So I have to use my jetpack and grind. Commercial dampeners weren't on. Yeah. I'm going to have to grind this. Really? Okay. So we're going to need interior plates, which you can get from right here. Okay. Let's see. Get to the right area. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Well, I guess I can't get it from right there because I got rid of that pipe. Derpity derp derp. Turn that off because I don't want to waste my hydrogen. Alright, so where did it go? Now that pipe couldn't, okay, I was fixed to say that pipe couldn't have gotten rid of everything. Plus it would still show. So let's see here. We need interior plates. Definitely. Alright, be right back. Alright, so we got interior plates, and we're gonna need steel plates, I think, for the actual conveyor tube, so we're good there. Alright. So need a conveyor here, and then we'll need it to get the rest of these. So we'll put that there and put that there. So let's turn this up like that. And then we'll turn this one this. And then we need the straight tube like that. Should be able to come almost all the way here. And then turn it up. And then turn it in. Boom. We just gotta get those welded. Ooh. Motors, small steel tubes, and then I need construction components. Motors, small steel tubes, and construction components. They give you plenty of hydrogen tanks, that's for sure. Which is cool. Could be worse. I can get rid of all those grinders. I accidentally lost a ship to those grinders once. Not on the planet, but on the moon. Sad. So small steel tubes, construction components, and motors. It's a lot of stuff required, that's for sure. Already out of construction components. This might be cutting it close if I can do it at all. I'm going to have to create some construction components. Alright, so let's see here. It's going to be close. Let's go ahead and go to production and queue up 200 of those. Hopefully we have enough resources to build those. Hopefully we have enough resources to build a gravel extractor, because I'll have to grind some stuff down if not. Alright, so first thing I want to do is this. It's definitely different flying in your jetpack on a planet versus flying on more construction components. That was weird. How come that one had construction components in it? I'm confused. Let's see, we should have some. They don't take long to build. Should have some, and then we can finish that up. Give her a test drive. Yep, all of them are done. Small steel tubes, small steel tubes, small steel tubes. Okay, any more small steel tubes? I should have some more of those. I should be able to just jump over the edge right here and get them. That's enough. Oh no! So close. I hope that the solar panels can do this. Kind of worries me. Okay, so I need to go to production, and I need some small steel tubes. Just do. This should be enough for now. Some of these things that this game does confuses me. Long time. Just realized I was using oxygen when I could just take my helmet off and not have to worry about it. Oh, it needed construction components. Well, dumb. Oh, you need to pay more attention. I was like, oh, no, no. All right, so it's all green, good to go. All right, so now here's what we're gonna do. I wonder if the station has an antenna. It does not. Okay. So we have to actually control it from a control panel. Let's see if I can. Just throw one down real quick. See if I got what I need to weld that up. It needs a display, but I think it'll work without it. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do, and this is from my experience. First off, turn drill on. Second off, with the piston, I'm going to bump this down to negative 0.3 instead of 0.5. This is slow enough to not break the drill, but still fast enough to, matter. I've broken a lot of drills. So anyway, next thing we're going to want to do is on the drill, or I'm sorry, not on the drill, on the piston. If you couldn't have guessed, we're going to reverse the piston. And that's going to slowly start sinking that drill down in. That drill is going to pick stuff up as it goes down. So it's going down quite fast. It doesn't stay in the drill. It gets spit out into the base. And then once it's there, we're going to put a... hopefully it's getting into the refineries. It should be. The stone should be going to the refineries and not just into anything else. So let's see here. If we go to... I guess we didn't have to actually go to the refinery. We go here and we go to refinery. Yeah, stone's getting turned into gravel. And once we put the gravel extractor down, it will automatically turn the gravel. It'll pull the gravel out and put it into resources. But I'll be right. So we have we got some resources coming in. Now I know it's just gravel right now, and that really doesn't do us any good. But soon it's going to be more than just gravel. We've already got 100,000 stone, and we've already got 52,000, over 75,000 gravel stored up to be used in the gravel extractors. Now I call that successful. The only downfall to this current setup is next time I want to do this, I have to actually move the drill and everything by hand. That sucks, but it's not the end of the world. My platform idea, which I may still do in this series, because I think this may have reached the bottom. Let's go take a look. Whoop. I got to be more careful. Yeah, that piston is fully extended, and so now there's not really any else we can get from there. So we'll just have to go over here, and we can turn the drill off, and then on the piston, we can reverse it to bring it out, and we can even speed it up a little bit, so that way it doesn't take all day for it to get out of there. But we have all the resources we need to, rebuild this if we need to. So when we just move it down a little further or move it out a little further, and we already have the drill and the piston, all we have to do is extend the conveyor tubes. So, but we've reached the end of the first episode of Season 3 of One Man Story of Survival. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time.